Good evening, students. Today we will study trigonometry. We will do some of it today and we'll continue with its study in later classes. All right, so let's start. What is trigonometry? Trigonometry is derived from three Greek words, tri, gon, and metron. Tri means three, gon means side, and metron means measure. So it's the study of relationship between the sides and angles of a triangle. Okay, so it's very important to understand what are we trying to study here. We are studying relationship between sides and angles of a triangle. Now, one may ask, why do you need trigonometry? Why do you need to study these relationships? And the reason is it has many applications. For example, see, this is a picture of Qutub Minar. It can be any tall building, and you want to measure its height. You don't need a measuring tape. You will not go from the bottom to the top of a tall building, say, which is 50 floors, to measure its height. You can measure it from a distance by using trigonometry formulae. Okay, so if you know your distance from the top and you know the distance from the bottom, or you know the distance from the bottom and you know this angle, you can come up with the height. Same way, determine the width of the river without really measuring it. You can determine this width. If you know this hypotenuse, or if you know the height of the house, you know the angle, you can determine the width. Similarly, this is the height of the air balloon. So you can figure out how high it's flying without measuring it. So trigonometry, as you go in higher classes, you will learn it has many, many applications, not only in maths, but in all areas of science. Now, trigonometric ratios. So first thing we are going to learn today is trigonometric ratios. So what are trigonometric ratios? Suppose you have this triangle, okay, right angle triangle. So this, you know, is called the hypotenuse, right? And there is this angle 90 degree here, right? This is your 90-degree angle. This is angle A. Now, AC is hypotenuse. AB is the side adjacent to angle A. It's also called base. Okay. And BC is side opposite angle A, also called perpendicular. Okay. So this BC is your perpendicular, AB is your base, and AC is the hypotenuse. Now we are trying to study some relationship between these sides. We define sine of A as BC upon AC. BC is your perpendicular, AC is hypotenuse. So sine of A is defined as ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse. Okay, so this is your perpendicular and this is your hypotenuse. And perpendicular is the angle opposite the angle for which you are defining the sine. So you're defining it for A. Sine of A is the side opposite angle A, which is the perpendicular, and the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. Similarly, cosine of A is base AB divided by hypotenuse. So ratio of the base and the hypotenuse, and base is the side adjacent to angle A. And tan of A is ratio of perpendicular and base. So perpendicular, side opposite angle A, and base, side adjacent to angle A. Okay, so these are the three most common formulae, most basic formulae that you need to know of trigonometric ratios. So you can see these are ratios of the sides, right? BC upon AC. You have learned ratios in previous classes. These are ratios. It's a ratio between perpendicular and hypotenuse. This is the ratio of base to hypotenuse. This is the ratio of perpendicular to base, right? Now, how do we remember this? So, do you know this? You can remember these formulae using these words from Hindi. Sine, cosine, tan. Do you know this table, Asta?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's simple, right? So you know it. So you can say Pandit, Badri, Prasad, Har, Bhole. And now the first letter gives you the first letter of the side of the formula, right? So P upon H gives you sine, B upon H gives you cos, and P upon B gives you tan. So initially, while you're still practicing, you can simply make this table whenever you get some questions, you are doing some questions, you can quickly make this table on the side, okay? And you'll not go wrong in formulae.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, tan A. Now we said tan A is equal to BC upon AB, right? So what is BC upon AB? BC upon AB can also be written as BC upon AC divided by AB upon AC, right? AC is dividing both the things. ये समझ में आया?
Yes,
जो
ma'am.
मैंने लिखा, right? BC upon AB, I can multiply top and bottom by AC. So BC upon AC divided by AB upon AC. And BC upon AC is what? That is sine A.
Yes, ma'am.
AB upon AC is cos A. So tan A is nothing but sine A upon cos A. Okay, so this is the relationship between tan, sine, and cosine. Okay, so far so good. Any doubts?
No, ma'am, it's all clear.
It's clear. Okay. So if you have any doubt anywhere, feel free to stop me. Okay, so let's continue.
All right,
now, let's see. Now, suppose this is our triangle ABC and we want to define same sine, cosine, tan of angle C. So what will be the sine of angle C? Right? So perpendicular upon hypotenuse. And because we are considering this angle, the side opposite to angle C, that is our perpendicular. So this AB is our perpendicular. And the side adjacent to angle C is the base. Okay, even though when you look at the triangle, it looks like BC is perpendicular because it's standing up. But when with respect to angle C, when we are looking with respect to angle C, AB is the perpendicular. Okay, so sine C is nothing but AB upon AC. Now what will be cosine C, cos C?
Ma'am, cos C will be the BC upon AC.
Good. Cos C is BC upon AC. And tan C?
And tan C will be the AB upon BC.
AB upon BC. Good. So, and you know the full form of all of these, right? It's sine C. I said, I'm saying sine, so it's sine. And this is cosine. And this is, what's tan C? Tan full form?
Tangent.
Good. So this is tangent, right? And even though, like in maths, sometimes we write x, y, this means usually x times y, right? But here, it does not imply it's sine times c. No. Okay, it's just a naming convention. The actual word is sine of c, and its short form is sine c. We are not multiplying sine and c. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is important to know because later in your formulae, you should not make mistake as you learn more relationships. So this is cosine of C We are not multiplying cos and c. We are just writing it as one word. Cos c, sin c, it's one word. Tan c is one word. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
All right, so more ratios. Now, again, we have this triangle ABC, right angle triangle, and we are looking at trigonometric ratios for angle A. So we can define some more ratios. There is cosec A, which is cosecant of A. It is 1 upon sin A. Okay, it is 1 upon sin A. So sin A we studied. What is sin A? Sin A was
P upon H.
P upon H, right? Right? So cosec will be H upon P. Similarly, secant of A, which is 1 by cos A, it's 1 upon cos A. So this is hypotenuse upon base. Okay, and cot of A, which is 1 by tan A, it is here base upon perpendicular. Right? So far,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
good. This is your base now, and this was perpendicular. Now, the cot of A is 1 by tan A, and we studied what is tan A. Tan A is in terms of sine and
Sin A
cosine.
upon cos A.
Sin A upon cos A. So cot A will be cos A upon sin A, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So all these formulae, these are the most basic formulae. Now, size of triangle and trigonometric ratios. So what we are saying is, as the size of the triangle changes, suppose I have a triangle APM, okay, and it has hypotenuse AP, base AM, perpendicular PM, and angle A. Now, using the same angle A, if I change the triangle to ACB, and using same angle A, I change the triangle to AQN, does the trigonometric ratio change? Do all the trigonometric ratios remain same? If I say sine of A, would it change for APM versus ACB? Or would sine of A remain same? Trigonometric ratios of angle do not vary with the lengths of sides of the triangle if the angle remains the same. So this is very important. Okay. If I draw another triangle, say I have this triangle AMP, and I draw another triangle. Oops. Okay. And suppose this is my ACB. Now my angle A has changed. Now it will not be same. So important thing is that the angle needs to remain the same. If the angle remains the same, then the trigonometric ratios also remain the same. And how do we figure that out? Now, if you look at this triangle PAM, okay, and triangle CAB, okay, focus on these two triangles. So one is APM and ACB, these two triangles. Okay, so which two
Yes, ma'am.
angles you can see are equal? Can you see two angles which are equal?
Yes, ma'am. These
Between
angles are
APM?
equal. Yes, ma'am. The angle A is common in between both the triangles.
Very good. And
the angle M and angle B is equal to 90 degrees. So angle
very
AM
good.
will be equal to the B.
Good. So these both are 90 degrees. A is common. So using our AA criterion, we can say PAM is similar to CAB, right? And if they are similar, you studied a theorem. If two triangles are similar, the ratios of their sides are equal. So AM upon AB is equal to PM upon BC is equal to AP upon AC, right? This you studied in your triangle chapter, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if this is the case, then, oops. So now if I switch these, I can write AM upon PM is equal to AB upon CB. So basically, I switched these two. Okay, I brought PM down here and AB up there. Now, what is my AM and upon PM? Or let's do it with another one. Let's do it with. So I have AM upon AB is equal to AP upon AC, right? First and the third. Now I cross these, take these to other side. So AM upon AP is equal to AB upon AC, right? And what is AM? AM
Yes,
is
ma'am.
base, AP is hypotenuse. And in this bigger triangle, ABC, AB is base and AC is hypotenuse. So this is sine of A. And this is also sine of A. Right? So we proved that sine of A remains same. So ratio of the, no, sorry, cos. What am I saying? This is cos of A. Right? AM is base, AP is hypotenuse. AB is base, AC is hypotenuse. So it's base upon hypotenuse. So cos of A equal to cos of A. That's what we have proven. Right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is the proof of the statement that trigonometric ratios do not change. They do not vary with the lengths of the side if the angle remains same. So if I draw an angle and if I keep extending it, my trigonometric ratio of this angle will not change. Now, given tan A equal to 4/3, find the other trigonometric ratios of the angle A. So this is a very common question जो आपके आता है कि कोई भी triangle का आपको कोई भी एक trigonometric ratio दिया है and they want you to find the rest of the trigonometric ratios. So tan दिया है and you are being asked to find the other trigonometric ratios. मतलब आपको cos find करना है, sin find करना है, cot, cosec, sec, ये सब find करने हैं, right? So tan of A is equal to 4/3. What does that mean? So 4/3 is the ratio of which two sides?
Ma'am, it will be.
Tan A क्या होता है? Formula क्या है tan A का?
Ma'am, it will be P by B.
P by B. And what is P here?
Ma'am, P is BC.
BC. So BC upon
BC upon AB.
AB. Good. Right? अब जब मैं साइन या कोसाइन निकाल रही हूँ, राइट, उसमें मेरे को हाइपोटेन्यूज चाहिए और हाइपोटेन्यूज गिवन नहीं है. We can use Pythagoras theorem to determine the hypotenuse. So before we do that, let's assume now this is 4/3. So we can assume BC is 4x and AB is 3x, right? 4/3 को मैं लिख सकती हूँ ना 4x/3x.
Ma'am, but why we are putting X here?
हाँ, because this is the ratio. जैसे सपोज मैं आपको दो नंबर्स दूं, एक नंबर है आपका 16, एक नंबर है आपका 20. And if I ask you what's the ratio between these two numbers, okay, what is the ratio of these two numbers? 16:20 क्या होता है?
It will be 4/5.
4/5, right? It's 4/5. But actual number क्या थे? वो तो 16 और 20 थे ना? Ratio
Yes,
is the reduced form. right? Ratio is the reduced form of the fraction. Now यहाँ पर जब वो 4/3 कह रहे हैं तो इसका मतलब जो परपेंडिकुलर है वो अगर 4x होगा तो AB जो है वो 3x होगा. We don't know exactly कितने मीटर्स कितने सेंटीमीटर्स का है ये. Okay, all we are saying
right.
is कि perpendicular and base, their ratio is 4/3. If perpendicular is 4 centimeter, AB will be 3 centimeter. If perpendicular is 8 centimeter, AB will be 6 centimeter. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we don't know the exact number. So because we don't know the exact number, we just assume that if this is 4x, AB will be 3x.
Yes,
ठीक
ma'am.
है? So इसलिए हम इसको x assume करते हैं क्योंकि अब हम AC निकालने जा रहे हैं और AC हम तभी निकाल सकते हैं अगर हमें BC और AB पता हो. वो भी हमको उसकी रेशियो पता है. We don't know the exact measurement. So we are assuming that if BC is 4x, AB is 3x. Then only their ratio will be 4:3. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what is the hypotenuse AC? AC will be क्या होगा?
AB square plus BC square.
Good. What will that be? AB square is?
It will be 4 square plus 3 x square.
4x, not
Yes,
3, not 4 and 3, 3x and 4x. Right? Now we are talking in terms of exact measurement. Here we are talking in terms of ratio. Here we are talking about exact measurement. So x को नहीं भूलना. Right? तो ये क्या हो गया?
9x square and
9x square. Good. And
16x
plus
square.
16x square. So ये हो गया
25x
25x square,
Square.
which is
5x.
5x. Now you have AC in terms of x. Now you can find sine, right? Sine A is what?
It is P upon H.
Yes. So that is 4x upon 5x. X cancel हो गया. So your sine A is 4/5. Right? And similarly,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can find cosine, cot, cosec, and sec. Once you know all the 3 sides of the triangle, you can find any of these trigonometric ratios. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am. It's clear.
Okay. All right. Now, next example. If B and Q are acute angles such that sine B is equal to sine C, prove that B is equal to Q. तो हम क्या कह रहे हैं कि B and Q, sine of B is equal to sine of Q. Now, what does that mean? पहले तो let's identify the perpendicular and base. So this is hypotenuse, this is hypotenuse. What is my perpendicular?
AC is perpendicular.
AC is perpendicular.
And in the other triangle, PR is perpendicular.
Good. And what's the base?
CB. And in the other triangle, it's RQ.
Now sine B is equal to sine Q. तो हम क्या लिख सकते हैं यहाँ पर? What is sine B? Sine B is
perpendicular upon hypotenuse.
AC upon AB is equal to, what is sine Q?
Sine Q will be PR upon PQ.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now these two sides ratios are equal. और हमें proof क्या करना है कि angle B is equal to angle Q. अब ये this is like the inverse of what we were saying earlier. पहले हम क्या कह रहे थे कि जब angle same होता है तो ratios same होती हैं irrespective of the length of the sides. Now length of the sides give ratios given है, ratio of the side is given, and we are trying to prove that means that B is equal to Q. Okay, so हमको इसमें क्या करना है? हमको B और Q कब सेम होंगे? When are B and Q going to be same?
And when the trigonometric ratio of both the triangles will be same.
ये तो हमको प्रूफ करना है कि ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियो इज सेम, दैट मींस B and Q इज सेम. बट आपने ट्राइंगल चैप्टर में पढ़ा था, when can we say that these two angles are same? Now this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, right? But we don't know about angle A and B and P and Q. We don't know what's their relationship. तो कब हम कह सकते हैं कि दोनों ट्राइंगल्स जो हैं इनके एंगल B और एंगल Q इक्वल होंगे? So triangle similarity criterion says that if ratio of the sides is equal, then the angles of the triangle are also equal. So if I can say corresponding sides have equal ratio, AC upon PR is equal to BC upon RQ is equal to AB upon PQ. If this is given, then this implies all the angles are equal. Okay. So if I can somehow prove this, अगर ये मैंने prove कर दिया, then I'll be able to see B and Q are equal. अब ये कैसे prove करूं? इसमें क्या है? AC upon PR. और given क्या है? AC upon AB. Right? And PR
Yes.
and PQ इधर है. ये एक ट्राइंगल की साइड्स हैं, ये दूसरी ट्राइंगल की साइड्स हैं, राइट? और चाहिए
Yes,
क्या
ma'am.
हमको कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग साइड्स चाहिए. दिस इज इजी. आई कैन जस्ट bring PR down here and AB up there, right? So I can say AC upon PR is equal to AB upon PQ. ठीक है? ये लिख सकते
Yes,
हैं?
ma'am.
Now if I have written this, okay, this and this are equal, but अभी ये वाला बचा है. And all three sides ratios need to be equal. So to prove this third one, let's assume this is equal to K. This is some ratio, and suppose this is equal to some number K. Okay, again, because we need to find out BC and RQ and their ratios using Pythagoras theorem. So let's assume this is equal to K. Now, what is BC? If AC upon PR is K, that means, what does that mean? BC is equal to what? BC is equal to square root of AB square
AB square
minus
AC square.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
And QR is equal to, so ये जो BC हमने निकाला
Ma'am,
है, एक हम
PQ
QR
square
निकाल रहे हैं.
minus
PQ
Yes, ma'am.
square
minus PR
minus
square.
PR square, right?
Yeah.
Now BC upon QR, ये क्या होगा? इनको हमने डिवाइड कर दिया. AB square minus AC square divided by PQ square minus PR square, right?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है? Now, what is my AB? I can write AB as, क्या लिख सकती हूँ AB को?
AB as K.
Yes, in terms of K अगर मैं करूँ, अब मेरे को इसको solve करना है somehow, right? And I can, from here I can see AB is nothing but K times PQ. So AB square will be K square PQ square,
Yes, ma'am.
right? And AC क्या है? PR की terms में I can say that is K square PR square, right?
Ma'am,
From
why
here,
it will be K square P square? Like it should be the K square into AB square. No?
AB upon PQ is equal to K, right? So AB will be K times PQ. This
Yes, ma'am.
implies AB is equal to K times PQ, right?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
यहाँ से AC upon PR is equal to K. So this implies AC is equal to K times PR.
Yes, ma'am. It's clear now.
ठीक है? So ये तो हो गया numerator. Now denominator I have in terms of PQ and PR. Leave it like this, right? Now you can see here I can take my K square common. So I have PQ square minus PR square divided by square root of PQ square minus PR square. So now this and this gets cancelled,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Now square root of K square is K. So what did I prove? That BC upon QR is equal to K. So
K.
using this 1 and 2, I can write now this thing. AC upon PR is equal to AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon RQ, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now from this, from number 3, using my triangle similarity theorem, I can say if ratios of the sides are equal, all the angles are equal, or all corresponding angles are equal. Okay, so corresponding angle क्या है? इस perpendicular के सामने B है, इस perpendicular के सामने Q है.
Q है.
So I can say angle B is equal to angle Q. ठीक है? All right. Now consider triangle ACB right angled at C. So you have this triangle ACB and it's right angled at C, in which AB is 29 units, BC is 21 units. You understand what does it mean when we say units?
Yes, ma'am.
So it can be any unit, meter, centimeter, feet, inches, anything. Okay, it's some unit. And angle ABC is theta. So this is also important. Sometimes angles are denoted with these other symbols like theta, alpha. All these symbols are used. Okay. Determine the values of cos square theta plus sine square theta. Up 29 AB, which is the hypotenuse is given, base is given, perpendicular we don't know, and they have asked you to find cos square theta and sine square theta, right? So now we know for finding sine we need perpendicular, we need AC, right? That's the first thing we need to do, find AC. So AC is equal to what? Using Pythagoras theorem. So let's look at Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem says that square of hypotenuse is equal to square of perpendicular plus square of base. So AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. This is what Pythagoras theorem says, that square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, right? So now AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. So this implies AC square क्या होगा?
AC square will be the CB square.
BC square. BC square, now you take it on the other side. What will it become?
Now minus BC.
Minus. So क्या होगा? AC square will be AB square minus BC square. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So AC क्या होगा? AC will be square root of this thing. AB square minus BC square. Right? So AC is square root of AB square minus BC square. अब AB कितना दिया है? 29. So 29 square minus 21 square. Now what is the square of 29? 841. और square of 21 क्या होता है? 441. तो ये क्या हो गया? 400, which is 20. So AC क्या आ गया? 20. Now I know my perpendicular. So now I can easily find the sine square, cos square theta. plus sin square theta. Cos square theta क्या होगा? Base upon hypotenuse का square, right?
Hypotenuse.
So what is that? 21 square upon 21 upon 29 का square, right? And sin square theta क्या होगा? 20 upon 29 का square, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is equal to 21 square plus 20 square divided by 29 square. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
This is 441 plus 400 divided by 841. So this is 841 divided by 841, which is 1. So our answer is cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
Number 2 you can find out on your own. Now you have
Yes,
the
ma'am.
values, you simply substitute those. Right? You can substitute the
Yes,
values.
ma'am. I can find.
Okay, great. Let's move forward. So in a right triangle ABC, right angled at B, if tan A is 1, then verify this relationship. So they are saying tan of A is 1. So सबसे पहले तो angle locate कर लो. कौन सा angle है? Angle A यहाँ पर है. Now we know tan is nothing but formula क्या होता है? Perpendicular upon base, right? Now perpendicular क्या होगा? With respect to angle A, what is the perpendicular?
The perpendicular is AB.
With respect to angle A, perpendicular is opposite to angle A.
Yes, ma'am.
तो क्या
Yes,
होगा
ma'am.
perpendicular? इस
It
triangle
will be
में
BC.
BC, right? So this is your perpendicular and this is your base. So it's BC upon AB. ठीक है? Now अब इन्होंने क्या दिया? Tan A is equal to 1. So this implies BC upon AB is equal to 1. Right? ठीक है? इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि BC is equal to AB is given to us. Right? These two sides are equal. The ratio is equal. That means sides are equal. Tan A is equal to 1. Right? That means BC upon AB is equal to 1. That means BC is equal to AB. Right? That is the relationship given to us. Right? And as in the previous question, let's assume this is K, or we can assume it's X, anything. Suppose their length is K. Okay? Because हमको proof क्या करना है? 2 sin A into cos A is equal to 1. और उसके लिए sin और cos निकालने के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए होता है? हमें चाहिए होती है hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
Right? And that's not given to us. So this is a question mark. We have to find it. We are given this. So let's assume this is K. If this is K, तो AC क्या होगा? Using Pythagoras Theorem, it is square of AB
square and
plus
BC square.
AC square. Right? Sorry, BC square. AB square plus BC square. तो ये क्या हो गया? K square plus K square. Right? So this is 2K square. So K को हम बाहर ले जा सकते हैं. So it's square root of 2 into K. Right? This is your AC. ठीक है? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
given this AC, what is sin A? Sin A is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. That means BC upon AC.
AC.
Now, BC क्या है? K. AC is square root 2K. यहाँ से. Right? So K cancel हो गया. So sin A आ गया 1 upon root 2. और cos A क्या होगा? Base upon hypotenuse. Base is
Yes,
AB
ma'am.
upon AC. AB क्या है? From here, we can say AB is K. And
Yes,
from
ma'am.
here, we can say AC is root 2K. So this is also 1 by root 2. right? Now, what is twice of sine A cos A? So we will take left-hand side, twice of sine A cos A, it is 2 times 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2. So you keep naming these things. This is number 3, number 4. From 3 and 4, we can substitute it, right? So this is nothing but 2 upon 1 by 2. So this is 1, which is our RHS. So we have verified, right? So इस टाइप की कोई भी प्रॉब्लम होती है जिसमें कि कोई रिलेशनशिप दिया हुआ है, कोई भी ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियो दी है, and they're asking you to verify some other relationship. So you need to see what do you need to verify this relationship. Now this relationship is between sine and cos. And for sine and cos, I need my perpendicular, base and hypotenuse, all three things. And I am giving relationship between perpendicular and base. Hypotenuse is not given. So first thing to do is find the hypotenuse. Or because it's right angle triangle, it's very easy, right? You can use Pythagoras theorem, find your hypotenuse. Once you have your hypotenuse, you have all three sides, you can find any of these trigonometric ratios. And once you find these, you just simply substitute the values. Okay?
All right, ma'am.
Now, in triangle OPQ, right angled at P, OP is 7 centimeter. This is given to you. OQ minus PQ. Now, the difference of these two sides is given as 1 centimeter. They are asking determine the value of sine Q and cos Q. अब Q क्या है? यहाँ पर है. Now, with respect to this, first identify what are my base and perpendicular. Hypotenuse तो ये हो गया. Opposite angle 90 degree. What is my base in this case with respect to Q?
Ma'am, the base will be with respect to Q, the base will be QO.
QO to hypotenuse है ना? I mentioned it here. This hypotenuse is always opposite the angle 90 degree. So first thing you can identify hypotenuse. See, the picture may look like that you may see, oh, this looks like base. No, don't just look at the picture and decide. Look at the angles and decide. First thing, identify hypotenuse. It's the side opposite the 90 degree angle. What is the side opposite angle P? OQ. So that's your hypotenuse. Now, perpendicular is opposite the angle for which you're finding trigonometric ratio. Q के opposite क्या है? PO. So PO is your perpendicular, right? And base is adjacent to the angle for which you're finding trigonometric ratio. So adjacent to this क्या बचा? ये है base, PQ. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, OP is given 7 centimeter. Difference of hypotenuse and base is given as 1 centimeter. And they have asked you to find sine Q and cos Q. ठीक है? Now, अब sine Q, cos Q निकालना है, तो मतलब हमको अभी तो सिर्फ एक ये परपेंडिकुलर पता है. हमको बेस और हाइपोटेन्यूज की एग्जैक्ट वैल्यूज नहीं पता है, right? But again, fall back to your trigonometric, to your Pythagoras theorem. It always gives you the results here. So OQ square is equal to QP square plus PO square. ठीक है? Hypotenuse square is equal to your base square plus your perpendicular square.
Yes,
ठीक है? Now, OQ is nothing but, I can write it in terms of, now OQ minus PQ is equal to 1. This implies OQ is equal to?
OQ will equal to OP square plus PQ square.
No. Look at this. OQ minus PQ is equal to 1. This is given to you. Now, what is
it
OQ?
will be PQ plus 1.
PQ plus 1, right? So now
Yes, ma'am.
I can substitute it here. So PQ plus 1 whole square is equal to PQ or QP, whatever, PQ square plus PO square. And PO or OP is given as 7. So let's substitute that value also. So that is 49, right? OP
Yes,
is
ma'am.
given as 7. So PO square will be 49. Now I have my equation only using one variable. So let's expand it. What is PQ plus 1 whole square?
Ma'am, it will be 1 plus PQ square.
What is A plus B whole square?
A square plus B square plus 2AB.
Very good. So use the same formula. What will be PQ plus 1 whole square?
It will be 1 plus PQ square plus 2PQ.
Very good. 1 plus PQ square plus 2PQ is equal to PQ square plus 49. Now PQ square gets cancelled. Subtract, okay? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this means 2PQ is equal to 48. 1 udhar chala gaya. Other side of the equal to. So PQ
Yes, ma'am.
is equal to 24. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I know my PQ. So what will be OQ? OQ was PQ plus 1. Right? So it is 24
yes, ma'am. 25
plus 1
centimeters.
equal to 25. Now I can find anything I want to find. So sine Q is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Right? And perpendicular was 7, OP, and hypotenuse OQ
25.
I found as 25. Okay? And similarly, you find cos Q base upon hypotenuse. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will do some of the questions from this exercise and then rest you practice on your own. All right. So now, and questions जो हैं वो काफी कुछ examples से मिलते जुलते हैं. So you can easily solve these based on this session. So in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, अब सबसे पहले तो हम एक triangle बना लें ABC. Right angled at B. So this is my B. Okay, and let's assume this is A and this is C. So in triangle ABC, now AB is 24 centimeter, BC is 7 centimeter. Determine sine of A. Sine of A क्या होता है हमारा? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
Now I have my perpendicular, right? For no, sorry, we are talking about sine of A. So here is angle A. Perpendicular क्या होगा?
BC.
BC, very good. And base क्या होगा?
AB.
Good. Adjacent to angle A. और ये है hypotenuse. अब मेरे को perpendicular चाहिए, hypotenuse चाहिए. Perpendicular given है, hypotenuse I don't know. So I'll find hypotenuse using my Pythagoras theorem. So AC is equal to AB square plus BC square का square root. ठीक है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
तो ये आ गया 24 square plus 7 square. So 24 square plus 7 square क्या होगा? What is 24 square? Square of 24 is 576 plus 49.
49.
तो ये हो गया square root of 625 which is 25. ठीक है? तो अब AC आ गया हमारे पास, perpendicular भी है, hypotenuse भी है, तो 7 upon 25. ठीक है? Now you know all three sides, so you can find cos A also. Now what about sine C? Can I use the same perpendicular and base for sine C? This is my sine C.
No, ma'am, we can't take it same because for sine C, we have perpendicular as AB and the base as BC. So we have to
Very
put
good.
different values and then we have to find the values.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. So I'll have to use different. I'll have to call this. I've already found the values, right? AB की length मुझे given है, BC की पता है, hypotenuse मैंने निकाल ली है. But now this will become my perpendicular and this will become my base, and accordingly the values of the trigonometric ratios will change.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, these you can find on your own. Next, in figure 8.13, find tan P minus cot R. Now we are talking about tan P and cot R. Now, first let's look at what have they given us. They have given us two sides. One side is missing. Okay, so let's look at tan P first. Now tan P क्या होता है? Tan P होता है perpendicular upon base.
Base.
Right? Now with respect to tan P, what is my perpendicular?
Ma'am, it's QR.
QR. Very good. So this is my perpendicular and PQ is my base. ठीक है ना? So
Yes, ma'am.
I have QR upon PQ. PQ तो मुझे पता है, QR मुझे नहीं पता. So first thing I need to do is find QR. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
तो QR कैसे निकलेगा? QR square is equal to what?
Ma'am, PR square minus
PR
PQ square.
Very good. ठीक है ना? तो QR square will be PR is 13 का square minus PQ which is 12 का square. What is square of 13? 169 minus 144. So this is 29. So QR क्या हो गया? Square root of 25 which is 5. ठीक है? अब हमारे पास तीनों
Yes,
साइड्स तो निकल आई हैं. तो अब इसके बाद हम tan P निकाल लेंगे. tan P क्या हुआ? tan P is perpendicular upon base QR upon PQ. So 5 upon 12.
12.
Cot R क्या हुआ? Cot R is base upon perpendicular. But अब cot
Yes,
R
ma'am.
में base क्या होगा?
Ma'am, the base will be QR.
Base will be QR, right? So cot R is base upon perpendicular और perpendicular जो, so ये अब base हो गया और ये मेरा perpendicular हो गया. तो perpendicular हो गया मेरा, right? So this is my cot R. So tan P minus cot R क्या हुआ? 0.
0.
Right? So it is, my value is 0. ठीक है? So important thing is in सभी
ma'am.
problems में जैसे मैंने पहले बोला, जब भी आपको trigonometric ratio निकालनी है, you should या कोई भी formula proof करना है, you should see कि कौन सी ratio involved है. Do I have all those sides or not? If I don't have those sides, first thing is to find that side. Once you have found the side, you just simply substitute. And now here, with respect to P, different things, different sides are your base and perpendicular. With respect to R, you will have different sides as your base and perpendicular. So with the values, you have to switch accordingly. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
But you don't compute these again. ये तो एक बार compute कर ली तुमने, सारी sides आ गई. Now it's just matter of deciding which one is my base, which one is my perpendicular. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, continue. If sine of A equal to 3/4, calculate cos of A and tan of A. Now, can you do it on your own?
Yes, ma'am. I can do it.
ठीक है ना? तो इसमें जैसे हमने example में लिया था, you will assume this is a ratio given to you. So you will assume it as something, x or k or something. Right? So you can say this is 3x and this is 4x. Now you find your third side, and this you know is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. And you can find your base because you need base for calculating cos and tan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, given 15 cot A equal to 8, find sin A and sec A. Now, it's again the same thing. 15 cot A equal to 8. कैसे करेंगे इसको?
Ma'am, first we have to draw a triangle and then we find all perpendicular, base and hypotenuse. Then here it's given that 15 cot A is equal to 8. After that, what will we do?
So we need to find, see, they have not given you length of any side, right? They have given you this relationship. 15 cot A equal to 8. I can write it like this. लिख सकते हैं?
Yes, ma'am.
अब आ गया ना पिछला वाला क्वेश्चन में जो था. So
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is nothing but 8x by 15x. ठीक है ना? और cot
Yes,
क्या होता
ma'am.
है?
Now I can do it.
So cot is base upon perpendicular. So you have
Perpendicular.
relationship. अब इसका base क्या है cot A का? AB is the base. Oops. AB is the base.
And CB is the perpendicular.
This is your perpendicular. So you have relationship. This is your 8x and this is your 15x. You can find hypotenuse and you can find this and this. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now here also sec theta is equal to 13 by 12. Calculate all other trigonometric ratios. So again, as I said, angles can be named using these Greek letters also. Suppose this is my triangle ABC, and this is 90 degree, and suppose this is my theta. So they have given you sec theta. Sec theta is, formula क्या होता है sec theta का?
P upon H.
Sec theta is in opposite of cos theta. So H upon B. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
तो अब इन्होंने तुमको H और B की रेशो दे रखी है. You can just assume same thing, 13x by 12x, right? And you can find the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse और base की दे रखी है. You can find the perpendicular.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है ना? और उसके बाद when they say you have to find all other trigonometric ratios, what does that mean? What do you need to find?
First I have to find hypotenuse and then I can find sin theta as well and cot theta, and so one by one I can find all the trigonometric ratios.
Yes, not hypotenuse, perpendicular. Hypotenuse और base की ratio दी हुई है. You will find perpendicular.
Yes, ma'am. I have to find
and then
perpendicular.
you find your sine, cos, tan, और क्या नहीं दिया हुआ? Cosec, cot, all 5 you find. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If angle A and B are acute angles such that cos A equal to cos B, then show that A is equal to B. Now, this is similar to what we did in the example. Now again, they have given you two angles which are equal. They have given you two trigonometric ratios which are equal. So suppose this is my A and this is my B, and let's name it differently now. Suppose this is C, this is D, this is E, this is F. So two triangles हैं, उसमें cos of A is equal to cos of B, and this is your 90 degree, right? And we want to show that when two trigonometric ratios are equal, that means angles are also equal. So same thing, हमको angles equal कब होते हैं? We have to remember triangle similarity. If the ratios of the sides are equal, then the corresponding angles are also equal. Then the triangles are similar and corresponding angles are equal. तो जैसे हमने example में किया था, वैसे ही कर लेंगे. Can you do it or shall we solve it? cos A equal to cos B is given to us, right? तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? Let's identify first of all. This is my hypotenuse. This is angle A. What is the base with respect to angle A? What is the base?
Base is CA.
CA. This is my base. And with respect to B, in this triangle,
And it is BE.
BE. Right. So cos of A क्या हुआ? AC upon AD. And cos of B क्या हुआ? BE upon BF. Right? Now these two are equal and we want corresponding sides. अब corresponding sides क्या है? AC के corresponding है BE. So I want the ratio of corresponding sides. So I can take this here and this here. So ये क्या हो गया? AC upon BE is equal to AD upon BF. तो दो sides की तो मेरे पास relationship आ गया. I can say that AC upon BE is equal to AD upon BF. Right? This I've got. But now we need to do same thing for CD and FE also. We want the ratio of these two sides also, CD and FE. Then only we will be able to say that the triangles are similar. So इसमें अब हमको same जो हमने किया था, we will use Pythagoras Theorem. So we can say CD को we can write in terms of AD and AC, right? And FE also I can write in terms of BF and BE, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Should I continue solving it or can you do it? It's just like the example.
Yes, ma'am, I think I can do it.
Okay, you give it a try. If you're not able to do it, we can always take it next time or you can post it on Gurus. Okay. So it's
Yes,
exactly similar to the problem that we did. Okay, cot theta equal to 7 by 8. Evaluate 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta divided by this denominator or cot square theta. So this is also similar to the questions that we have been doing, right? तो क्या करेंगे इसमें? Cot
Yes, ma'am.
theta is equal to 7 by 8, right? So you just draw a triangle and you assume this is your theta. So cot theta क्या होता है? Cot theta is, what's the formula of cot theta?
Is, ma'am, it's B upon
Base upon
perpendicular.
Perpendicular, right? So with respect to theta, base is BC and perpendicular is AB, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can say this is my 7x and this is my 8x. Okay, na? Now you can find the hypotenuse, and once you can find the hypotenuse, you'll be able to find sine theta, cos theta and substitute, or find cot theta and substitute. Cot theta is anyway given to you, so when we are saying cot square theta, you just need to, what is cot square theta?
The value.
This really means cot theta ka square. When we write like this, cot square theta, we really mean square of cot theta. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
this is an important thing to know. Now, we also write, so any power that you write here, that is the power of the whole thing. So, but
Yes, ma'am.
this convention is different. When I write sine inverse A, this is not sine A inverse. It's not this. This is different. Okay, this you will study in higher classes. But for now, just remember this. Cot square theta is nothing but square of cot theta. Sine square theta is nothing but square of sine theta. Oops, theta. Okay. If 3 cot A equal to 4, check whether this is equal to this or not. So same thing जो अभी किया था, right? You are given 3 cot A equal to 4, so this means cot A is equal to 4 by 3, right? And now you can, you have two sides ratio given to you. You find the third side,
Yes.
and you will be able to substitute on the left side and substitute on the right side and see if the two values are equal. Okay?
Yes,
You
ma'am. I
can do
can
it?
find it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
In triangle ABC, right angled at B, if tan A equal to 1 by root 3, find the value of this. So this is again same. Tan A equal to 1 by root 3. So tan A is nothing but perpendicular upon base. Right? So this
Yes, ma'am.
is, if one, we can take it x and root 3x. And now I can find my hypotenuse, and then I can find sine A cos C, cos A sine C, any of these, and find the value.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can find it.
Good. In triangle PQR, right angled at Q, now sum of the two sides is given, another side is given, determine the values. This is very similar to what we did just now in an example. Remember, usme difference of the sides was
Yes,
given
ma'am.
to you, right? So this is my
Yes.
triangle PQR, right angled at Q. So this is P, this is R. Now PR plus QR is given as 25. PQ is given as 5 centimeter. So now
Yes, ma'am.
because I want to find sine, I need to know the other two sides. और other two sides में मेरे को ये relationship दिया, and I can use my Pythagoras theorem to find PR and QR,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am. Then
And once you know that, you can find these ratios.
yes,
State
ma'am.
whether the
Yes,
following
ma'am.
are true or false. Justify your answer. Now, the value of tan A is always less than 1. Is it true or false?
Ma'am, it is false.
It's false. Why is it false?
Ma'am, because according to the table given in the book, the 1060, the 10 value about 10 at 60 degree is equal to root 3, and root 3 is greater than
More
1.
than 1. Yes, that is
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
right? And even if, say, you do not remember the values, you can see what's happening here. Suppose I have this triangle ABC. Let's call this A so that we see it correctly, and this is C. Now tan A will be what? Perpendicular upon base, right? So that is BC upon AB. Now
Yes, ma'am.
BC upon AB, BC can always be much taller, much more than AB, right? So BC upon
Yes,
AB, can it be more than 1? Of course, it can be more than 1. I can make BC much longer than AB, right? So it will
Yes,
not
ma'am.
always be less than 1. This is false. Sec A equal to 12 by 5 for some values of angle A. Now, can sec A be 12 by 5? Sec A is what? Sec A is equal to
12 by 5
hypotenuse upon base,
base.
right? So now, can it be 12 by 5? Can the ratio of my hypotenuse and base, this is hypotenuse, this is base, this is perpendicular. Can the ratio of hypotenuse and base be 12 by 5? True or false?
I didn't understand the question.
So they are saying sec A equal to 12 by 5. So sec A is hypotenuse upon base, right? This is given
Yes,
to
ma'am.
you. Sec A is 12 by 5. So sec A they are saying is 2.4. Is it true or false? Can it be 2.4 or no? Can the ratio of hypotenuse and base be equal to 2.4?
Yes, ma'am. It can be. So it's true.
Yes, yes, it can be, right? You can construct a triangle such that Hypotenuse upon base is 2.4. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, cos A is abbreviation used for cosecant of angle A. Is this true or false? Is cos A the abbreviation for cosecant?
Ma'am,
Cos A
एक
किसकी
second.
abbreviation है? Cos A जब कहते हैं तो इसका क्या मतलब होता है? Cosine. Right?
Yes, ma'am,
It does
cosine.
not mean cosecant. Cosecant is cosec. So
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is false. Right? Cos A is abbreviation of cosine, not of
Cosine.
cosecant. Cot A is the product of cot and A. Is it the product of these two things, cot and A?
Ma'am, it is false because cot A is a single, matlab it's not a product. Right?
Yes, it is false. Good. Yes, it's just a naming convention that we are using, cot A. It's the naming convention for this sides ratio. So it's not product. These are not two different things. This is just one entity, one thing. Sin theta equal to 4 by 3 for some angle theta. Suppose this is my angle theta. Can sin theta be 4 by 3? Now sin theta we know is perpendicular upon hypotenuse.
Upon hypotenuse.
Can it be 4 by 3? In a right angle triangle. So 4 by 3 means 1.333.
Yes, ma'am. 1. I think it's false because sin theta will not be greater than the 1. So it's false.
Very good. Sin theta will not be greater than 1. Why? Because we are saying perpendicular upon hypotenuse equal to 1.33. This will mean perpendicular is equal to 1.3 times hypotenuse.
Yes, ma'am.
Can perpendicular be greater than hypotenuse?
Ma'am, can you
The
repeat?
length of perpendicular can never be greater than the length of hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the longest side of the right
Yes,
angle
ma'am.
triangle. So sin theta can never be more than 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perpendicular will always be shorter than the hypotenuse. So ratio will always be less than equal to 1. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this section. So next time we will continue with trigonometric ratios of specific angles. And in the meanwhile, keep practicing. If you have any doubts, anything that you do wrong, you can post it and ask it on EdGurus. Okay?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
All right. See you next time. Bye.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
ma'am.